Well, good evening, everyone. I just want to thank you all for coming here tonight and giving me the opportunity to speak about two things I'm very passionate about, which is family and chiropractic. So tonight I'm going to be talking about health and a misguided perception we have of it. I'm going to be talking about the nervous system, how it works and why it's so important. And I'm also going to be talking about chiropractic, what it is, and how you and your family can benefit from regular chiropractic care. So health. Health can mean many different things to many different people, but whether it's through advertising or pharmaceutical companies, we seem to develop this view that health comes from the outside in. Take, for example, a headache. A lot of us may take a Panadol to help relieve the pain when we have a headache, but we haven't got this headache because the body's run out of Panadol and needs more. Commonly we have this headache because we've not drunk enough water or we're stressed. And taking a Panadol is not going to give the body the water it needs or relieve the stress. It merely takes away the symptoms. Now some of you might think, well, that's why I took the Panadol. I don't want to have a headache. But what is that drug really doing to us? Take a look at this quote here. Drugs merely hush the voice and make us protest. Pain may disappear, but the patient is left in a worse condition, though unconscious of it at the time. So take, for example, a smoke detector or smoke alarm. If the smoke alarm is going off, we're not going to take the batteries out of the smoke alarm because it's warning us of a danger. Similarly to how a headache is warning us that perhaps we need to drink more water or we need to take a break. And when you think about how the body is able to warn us, it's actually quite intelligent. And we call this innate intelligence, which simply means an inborn wisdom in the body, which is responsible for the organisation, maintenance, and healing. We often use the example of cutting your finger. One of the first things we do is put a plaster in the wound. But it's not the plaster that heals the wound, it's the body's own innate, natural ability. And everyone and every living thing possesses this innate intelligence, even the newborn baby. So another example of this is when babies are placed underwater. They innately know to hold their breath and to stop breathing. Now, babies haven't been taught this, they can hardly communicate. And yet they possess this intelligence which lets them know to hold their breath. So health doesn't come from the outside in. Health comes from the inside out. And the body has an amazing ability to heal itself. So how does chiropractic fit into all this? Well, let me give you my definition of chiropractic. Chiropractic is a holistic approach to healthcare, which focuses primarily on the spine and nervous system function, and is based on the premise that the body has an innate ability to heal itself. And why is the nervous system important? Well, the nervous system is responsible for sending, receiving, and processing nerve transmissions throughout the entire body. And all of the systems rely on these nerve transmissions to process information and function. So if it wasn't for our nervous system, our heart would be told to beat, our legs to walk, and we wouldn't be able to taste, touch, see, or smell. Now, innate intelligence uses this nervous system as a communication network to constantly regulate the needs of the body. And if the spine is not functioning properly, this can cause a decrease in the nervous system. And we call this interference in the nervous system a subluxation, which simply means an interference within the body which causes it to function at a less than optimal level. So your body is constantly communicating, sending messages to and from the brain via the spinal cord, which acts as a highway of information. Similar to this highway here, with the flow of traffic representing the information to and from the brain. Now, if there was an accident on this highway, traffic is going to slow. Similar to how it is in your nervous system. If there is an interference to the nervous system, the information to and from your brain is going to be decreased or distorted, and your body functions at a less than optimal level, because the body is less able to communicate with itself. So how are subluxations formed? Well, there's a physical aspect, such as trauma and posture alterations. There is emotional, such as stress, and things like toxins, such as medication, fast food, alcohol, cigarettes. So who gets subluxated? Well, everyone gets subluxated. This includes infants, children, adults, elderly, elite athletes, and even chiropractors. So when should you start seeing a chiropractor? Well, it's never too soon or too late. In fact, a subluxation can occur at any age, with the first potentially occurring at birth. Now this is because birth can potentially be a very traumatic experience. Normally babies are born head first, which means the head is the first and only thing doctors have to grab onto to help assist with the birth. This torsioning, twisting and pulling can place stress and trauma on the baby's spine and neck, which can lead to subluxation. And the longer a subluxation is left in the body, the greater effect it can have, as all systems will be affected over time. Now you may be thinking, is chiropractic safe for my newborn? Well, absolutely. A study by James Duncan found that, a medical researcher, found that 90 pounds of pressure was enough to cause a stillbirth. He also commented that this was not what most obstetricians will consider a great force. However, only a fraction of this force is used when adjusting infants. So if you were to take your index finger and close your right eye and just gently palpate your eye, just gently push it in so you can feel it. Generally, that's how much force is used, which is not much at all. And it's important to carry on with regular chiropractic care as your baby goes through the major developmental stages, such as learning to hold their head, learning to crawl, learning to stand, and learning to walk. Because babies' bodies and spines are constantly adapting to the new changes, to the different body positions, gravity, and the fall from learning how to stand and walk. Regular chiropractic care will ensure the spine is subluxated free and better able to communicate and adapt to the ever-changing environment. And children are easy to adjust. This is because they've not had the long-standing subluxations that adults have had. Their muscles are normally more relaxed, and they tend to hold your adjustments for much longer. However, it's still important for you to be checked as well. This is because older children, teenagers, and adults have to deal with emotional stress and toxins which can manifest in their bodies as physical subluxations, as well as having to deal with other physical subluxations as well. Elderly too should be regularly checked, as they're the most medicated population, which can play havoc on their bodies in the long run. Remembering, health comes from the inside out, not the outside. The point I'm trying to make here is chiropractic is for everyone. You can never be too young, too old, or too fit. And every body deserves a healthy spine. Your spine is the framework which will support your child through their growing years and you the rest of your life. So if you think chiropractic care is vital for your health and you function at your optimum potential, then it makes sense that chiropractic care is vital for your family too. After all, they have the same nervous system as you, and just like you, they can get subluxated. So remember, healing only happens one way, from the inside out. And the power that made the body heals the body. Thank you.